Primary Tree Digital Literacy Program, Managing a Personal Brand. This is our last lesson, AI use in your day-to-day life. So what is AI? People hear that buzzword, but there are two main categories of AI, agentic AI and generative AI. Agentic AI is stuff that is used for mainly services, right? Like customer service bots or workflow systems and stuff like that. These things are usually meant to be tailored towards a specific service, and generative AI is made for to generate stuff like images, text, videos, and more, like GPT models and DeepSeek and stuff like that. Now AI is made by machine learning algorithms, like machine learning algorithms that learn over time, which is called backpropagation, and regressions that finds relationships between variables. The networks is the complexity or the weights that determines the behavior of the AI, and the deep learning is the layers of neural networks, many of them for complex tasks. But here's what matters on one thing. You can have all those networks, but the one thing that matters is the data, what you feed into the model, because the data is the model. Data is any information that can be collected by a computer, such as images, text, audio, and numbers. But the data isn't always clean. This is the biggest thing that machine learning engineers struggle with. One of the biggest things. Like incorrect entries, like age is equal to -3, incorrect labels, or even varying formats. So you need to make sure it's all into like a cohesive format or something like that before you put it into before you feed it into the AI so you can train it. And the field that deals with cleaning the data is called data science. Now, here's what deep learning can and cannot do. It can recognize things, so it can recognize cars or people and many things like that. But it cannot recognize things that are mainly human oriented, like complexity, like stuff that are outside the training data. Like it doesn't, like most training data doesn't have the cyclist chance signal, so it cannot do something that is out of the deep learning. Yet they may be able to do it in the future, which is a future possibility. Now, moving forward, what is generative AI? I'll explain it more complex. It generates new content, like text, images, and more, audio and video too. It's a it's a two-phase process: pre-training, which learns patterns from massive datasets, and fine-tuning, which you can adapt to just specific tasks. So when you pre-train, like most models, like get learned off the entire internet, like many videos, texts, but now it'll get fine-tuned into specific tasks. Like if you go to a fast food website, there's one of them that's like a AI for John's Pizza. It's tailored mainly towards helping you find an order, but it was first trained off the big data sets. But how is the text processed? It's broken down into tokens or small chunks the model can use. So it turns the sentence into bits. Later on, you can use a tokenizer to see how it converts sentences into tokens and the relationships on the sentences. So here, cat, sat, mat. So these words would determine the sequence of events that the model would understand. Now, now this is prompt engineering. The AI makes a response from what you put into it. If you make a bad response, it'll make a bad output. So you have to make the input like specific so the AI can make a specific answer. If you want to make a complex prompt like making an app, it's best to do it in multiple prompts because AI, if you send a big prompt into the AI, it will usually make certain parts shorter or not well done because it can only use so much resources in one prompt. And if you give examples, it'll help the AI understand what format you want or how you want something to be done. So if you want an app, instead of simply describing the features, you can make an example. Like, I want it follow this image, or I want the blue to be specifically there, and include context so the AI understands. Now, good prompting can do a lot of stuff. Can do a lot of stuff that vague prompts cannot do. Like, optimize social media posts instead of posts that will not get any views or likes, and as well as expanding your business and understanding what documents mean. And almost any new skill, the AI can teach you if you ask it well. Now, if I open this link, the 3D visualization or bbcraft.llm, you can see how it exactly works. So this is some different GPT models. If I click on the Nano GPT, this is the smallest ChatGPT structure. Like it's so small you can barely see it. But even when you zoom in, it is actually a bit quite complex. It goes through different neural networks. Like here, you can see how it processes the data into text and goes through multiple layers. So this layer, this layer, this layer to produce output. See, it gets broken into tokens, which is converted into an embedding. The numbers show the meaning or how it processes information, and then it processes all tokens at once to see the relations between the tokens. And then it produces a probability distribution. So it predicts what will the next word be sequentially. Now, agentic AI is different. It makes actions by itself to complete goals, such as customer service bots. They can look up different orders, and they can make refunds and also know when to escalate issues. So they can make decisions by themselves. And smart glasses can show response in real time. These are more complex than generative AI, and such as things that can plan and schedule and make multi-step tasks. This is even hard for humans to do. So these represent more specific models that are more nuanced and have higher tokens and parameters. Thank you for the last week of our lesson, and a special thanks to Andrew N's deep learning coursework and 3 Blue 1 Brown's machine learning coursework.